A hotly contested zoning measure was approved today in Richland County. The measure changes density requirements and removes a cluster feature in the county's development rules. News 19's Nate Stanley explains.
Over 40 members of the public spoke inside the Richland County Council chambers Tuesday during a public comment session. Up for discussion was the second reading of the Planning Commission's 2021 Land Development Code. The measure would create a list of changes including limiting density requirements, changing lot size rules, and removing the county's current rules for cluster developments. This would remove current provisions that would allow residential lots to be smaller than the minimum dimensional and/or width requirements of the zone in which they are located. The Commission is also looking to modify or remove subdivision density bonuses to bring them current with industry practices. On Tuesday, residents of Richland County spoke out in favor and against these changes. Some residents think the measure will help create reasonable development.
The red crowd you see behind us is ready to get this going. People that are in red, we highly recommend and expect the Planning Commission's recommended text and map amendments to be adopted.
I don't want our area to be overrun and overpopulated.
Others voiced opposition to the measure, citing difficulties for construction companies.
Rising land prices, high materials costs, and regulatory barriers like zoning restrictions are among the primary challenges, making it harder for home builders to provide modest-sized, affordable homes.
If you remove the ability to utilize cluster zoning or development as currently proposed, then you're actually raising the cost of development and ultimately the cost of housing.
The council ultimately voted in favor of the changes, but said additional comments and requirements would be needed in order for it to be approved in its third reading. County Council's next meeting is on November 14th, where it's scheduled for its third reading. In Columbia, Nate Stanley, News 19, WLTX.
Council members also had an executive session to talk about the ongoing problems at the Richland County Jail, which is now under federal investigation. Richland